Hello and welcome to Lobes of Fury. It is a new channel I'm starting as of right now, today. And why would I do that as of right now? Well, I'll tell you. Man, the world's getting crazy out there, isn't it? And, I just can't stay silent anymore. And I really feel it on my heart right now that God's talking to me and telling me to get involved with the conversation. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Now, disclaimer, I have almost no experience doing YouTube, so I'm going to try my best, and please bear with me as I try to get better as I go. So, as far as an introduction, who am I? I am Fury. You can call me Fury. I have stretched lobes, that's where the name comes from, so there you have it. And why am I joining the conversation now? Well, in the world of COVID, things are getting wild, and I'm watching every day our rights getting eroded. I'm watching the mainstream media lie to our faces, and I'm watching family members of my own completely hate me and other people for simple differences of opinion, and people they don't want to think for themselves anymore. And I find that extremely concerning. Now, I am someone who reads the Q Post. I've been reading the Q Post since probably late 2017, maybe early 2018. And I don't know. Even before then, I felt there was something very, very wrong with the world. Even when I was young, when 9/11 happened, I knew there was something wrong with what we were being told about that. So, anywhere from 9/11 to Sandy Hook, I mean, they bulldozed the building after that happened. There was no crime scene. Give me a break. Boston bombing, Vegas shooting, the crisis actors. You guys get it, I would have to imagine. Now, I just joined Twitter as of maybe 3 weeks ago. And, let me start from the beginning, all right? So, this is how I got red-pilled into Q. So, 2 years ago, no, a little more than that. But anyways, my most previous job I was at, it was working in IT. I was working in a lab at a big company, and I was there for about 2 years, right? So when I started this job, I was able to listen to things in my headphones all I wanted, right? I was kind of autonomous, doing my thing, processing equipment. So I would listen to all of my favorite people on YouTube, people like X22 Report, people like Red Pill 78, and the like, right? So over the course of 2 years of that, I was listening to every bit of information I could get my hands on. And that really did something to me. Now, after 2 years of listening to all those things, I just felt like I was exploding with information. And it was things that I wanted to share with the people around me who I cared about the most. And certain people, I would try and feel them out. Are they going to get it? Are they not? Is this going to scare them away? Is this going to make them think I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist? Right? So, I bring this up to one of my coworkers who's very patriotic, had family in the military, seemingly someone who would get it, right? He did get it. And we would start talking about it. I would share information with him and just be like, hey man, I'm not telling you what to think, but take a listen to this. We would discuss topics, we would pitch ideas back and forth, that sort of thing. Anyways, long story short, at this company, I ended up getting fired from my position for nothing other than speaking about Q and not bending the knee, essentially, when they wanted me to shut up and be a good little boy and a good yes man. And that's not something I'm willing to do. And it's not like I was being hostile toward anyone. It's not like I was forcing anything down people's throat. But it was mostly me and this one coworker who would discuss it. And I guess the wrong people overheard, and I got my ass canned. So here we are in the era of COVID, and I just can't shut up at this point. I can't not say something. As of today here in Michigan, Bitchmer has made some kind of ridiculous mandate saying that we have to wear masks anywhere that we go. Now, I'm one of these people who have not worn a mask up until this point, and it's the hill I'm willing to die on. This is absurd. There's no science behind it, and if anything, there's science behind it that says it is not safe. It reduces the oxygen that you're breathing, and it builds up CO2 in the mask. It's a germ factory. No, not going to do it. So at this point, I just feel the need to join the conversation and put my voice out there. I don't know if it's going to sound good. I don't know if people are going to want to hear it. I don't know. But what I do know is that if people like myself in the silent majority don't start standing up for our rights and start sharing information that matters, we're all screwed. And I don't like to take a nihilistic approach. So I've been praying about this a lot. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. And you know what? I haven't always. The last few years has been quite a transformation for me. But at this point, with the amount of Q information I've been reading and the amount of evil in the world that's right in our face at this point, I mean, if you don't believe in God at this point, you probably never will. And that's not to mean that you can't at this point, but I mean, my God is evil right in our faces. The things like Epstein Island and what's going on there, the torture and murder and blood drinking of children, etc. I mean, I could go on for a long time about this stuff, but if people are listening to this, I'm guessing that you get it to an extent. So that's basically where I'm at. I really want to make a new channel and try to just get myself out there and start becoming part of the conversation, part of the Patriot solution. I don't want to just sit on my hands and wait for something to happen, you know. So I don't know what it is I'm going to do necessarily, but I'm just starting to speak at this point. So if anyone has constructive criticism for me and they want to hear more, please, by all means, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But I'm going to continue doing videos at this point. I want to touch on different topics and go a little bit, just dive right into things on what's currently going on as far as the mask situation and, the corruption that's going on in our government here in the United States and across the world. I think a lot of people, if you're paying attention, you get it and you see it. And the amount of governors across the U.S. who are basically going directly against the Constitution is simply astounding to me. And there's people who are in my own family who are saying, let's defund the police. Are you kidding me? Do you know how ridiculous and asinine that sounds? That'll be a topic for another conversation in a video coming soon, but this BLM nonsense and the burning of cities and attacking people for their skin color, not okay. I don't care what you hide it under, what kind of label you give it. If you're going to hate me for my skin color, whether I'm white or Asian or Middle Eastern, whatever it might be, you can't do that shit in America or anywhere else for that matter. Not okay. So I'm just trying to get myself out there, drawing a line in the sand to an extent. And, if people like it, awesome. But if not, I'm going to keep talking, and that's where I'm at. So God bless you, Patriots. Thank you for anybody who's listening. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you'd like. I just made my account recently. I am Lobes of Fury. My handle is at Lobes of Fury. So if you like the information, I'm sharing a ton of stuff out there right now. One of my favorite channels recently is Q University, actually, Douglas Belmore. He followed me back. He was I think my 4th follower on there. So, I mean, that blew my mind. Seriously, he's a super kind guy. There's just people out there like that where it's like, if these people who are that intelligent and sharing that kind of information are following me back, it's like that gave me a wind under me. And it's like I need to at least try. So, again, thank you guys for listening. There will be more to come from me, so stay tuned and take care.